travel to the World Championships of the Alcohol Dragster and talk with a woman driver extraordinaire.
Thinking about that the other day, you know, high school, if they only saw what I'm doing now, you know.
Listen to Sitko-Gage. She's letting them know she's here. She means business. Last year at the ADRA World Finals, Gage gained international attention as a record-setting rookie. Gage not only set a new track record of 6:42, 214 miles an hour, but also captured the top honors at the same world-class event. Barbara talked earlier this year with the woman driver, who likes to credit a lot of her success to her crew chief and her husband, Bob Gage.
Tell me, Paula, how did you get into racing?
About 6 years ago, my husband and I got started with a Fiat Altered, and then the next year in '80, he bought this dragster and raced it very competitively for about 3 years. In '83, he was asked by Walt Austin to drive his funny car, and so it left the dragster sitting idle. And it happened that right at that time, I was just coming to feel very comfortable about driving the car. I always wanted to drive it, but being responsible, you know, rather than having it be a thrill, it just came about at the right time.
Do you love it?
Very much so. I really do. It's exciting. It's fun traveling and meeting the people, and you get a lot of good friends out of becoming involved in something like this.
Paula, has your being a woman helped or hindered you?
I think it's helped. It's drawn more attention to the dragsters right now, and we've been able to get quite a few races. But the other drivers treat me as an equal. They don't look at me as, you know, a woman, just another driver. And I feel that I've earned their respect, and they all have mine. We get along fine.
How is it when you beat one of the guys?
Well, I don't think they have a problem with it. They know that Bob is really good at tuning the car, and he'll have a car out there that's very capable of running good numbers. And I think that I'm progressing well as a driver. It's something that you're continually learning every run. It's not something that, you know, you make 5 runs and now you can drive it. Every run is different. You run into different circumstances where there's wind or there's a little oil on the track. You get tire shakes, so you have to compensate for all those things. And I feel really fortunate because I think I have just a little bit of a natural sense to it. So,
when you were a young girl, did you ever have any idea that you would grow up to someday be a race car driver?
No, I was thinking about that the other day, you know, high school. If they only saw what I'm doing now, you know.
Sitko-Gage came into this event qualifying number 2 in the ladder of 8 drivers. If she wins this round, Gage will only have to face one other car to make it 2 years in a row. The pre-stage lights are lit. Sitko-Gage hooks up the car right off the line, then outspins his tires as the woman driver from the state of Washington stretches out her lead at the finish. Sitko-Gage advances to the Pro Comp final with a 661, 211 miles per hour. Right now, back in the second run of the semifinal round, 2 Canadians faced each other for the right to race the American Sitko-Gage. Kurt Lawrence from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, lined up against Kenny Sitko, also from Edmonton. Sitko held lane choice by only 1/1000th of a second. Sitko danced around on the top end of the track, but still managed a 662, 212 miles an hour. In the final, it's Sitko-Gage, all-American girl, lined up at the tower lane versus Kenny Sitko, the pride of Canada. Gage turns a powerful burnout, followed by Sitko. We asked Sitko-Gage if she'd been watching the Canadians' previous run.
Right now, I'm a little nervous. Kenny ran a really good number with a 52, so we're going to have to give it a little bit more, and hopefully the power will bring it through so that we might possibly win.
They're under the tree and staged. 2 of the most powerful alcohol dragsters in the world. They're off as Sitko hooks the pavement. Gage is out of the groove. Her car doesn't want to line up. Kenny Sitko breaks a lead that Gage won't be able to close this year. Kenny Sitko has earned the world title here in Spokane, Washington, with a 6:43, tying up the best run of the meet, 213 miles an hour. Sitko-Gage is runner-up, but proves that she's no flash in the pan, and she'll be back next year. Gage is looking for more races next season and possibly a major sponsor. We wish her a lot of good luck.
I want to hear it for these guys.
Before we leave Spokane, I should mention the world of Pro Drag Superstars will be back to visit with some of the most beautiful girls in the world ever to set foot on the track or off. They're all part of the National Motorsport